So I quite like Kathryn Newton. She's involved in some really random shit, but I like her. I think it was Freaky with Vince Vaughn that she really shone in for me. Then comes along Lisa Frankenstein. So, 'tis the season of shit films. La 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 la. Honestly, fucking honestly. Now, forgive me. Do you know it's a lovely day today? The sky's blue, albeit slightly overcast. The weather's humid. I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling good. Summer is here in Yorkshire. Sit down, little bit of film review recording, feeling good. I've just picked like the worst films to review. They're the only ones I've got for today. So, oh shit. Anyway, I'll move on. It's just unfortunately, yeah, I can't do like the Fall Guy or I don't know, Planet of the Apes or something. They'll be coming up shortly. So, Lisa Frankenstein is by far one of the worst, most self-destructible, loathsome pieces of shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, I know that's harsh and also probably biased to say, well, actually, no, it's not. Because I did sit down with a sort of, what's this? A view on it. Categorically, physically, I'm willing to sign in blood, which is ironic because that's basically what the film's about. To say how much I disliked this film. Okay, so, oh fuck me, how do I start? Right, so the title, firstly, just says it all. Lisa Frankenstein. It's like me, Ricky, like Ricky Darcy, or Ricky Newton, not Kathryn, Isaac Newton. Ricky Thatcher. So that, do you know, it's just crap. That's it. Right, rewind about 12 years. Gemma Arterton had a film she brought out using her actual name for some reason, Gemma Bovary, where she ended up being Madame Bovary or something in the film. I really can't remember what. I just remember it was appalling as well. Yeah, Gemma Bovary. So it's like, yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I mean, fair enough. It's probably actually looking online right here, it's what was it? Posy Simmons' graphic novel of the same name. Okay, fine, it's the same name, but still, she could. Gemma, it's like that, incorporating your actual name. Anyway, right, whatever. I'm trying to time fill here because I've got nothing to say. Nothing. Lovely weather. So it's it's tacky. It's beyond tacky. I mean, if I, oh my God, if I was a lead character of a film where I become embroiled in a similar situation to that of like another character or historical character, it just sounds stupid. And I knew the film would follow suit, and it did. So a Victorian corpse, okay, just stay with me on this. A Victorian corpse comes back to life after a bolt of lightning strikes its grave. It then breaks into the house of a troublesome teenager. I don't know how it found out where she lived. It breaks into the house of a troublesome teenager who, the teenager, played by Kathryn Newton, she's been visiting this Victorian man's grave for quite some time. And she decides, when the corpse breaks into her house, she decides that instead of ridding herself of it and possibly alerting all the local authorities or perhaps a funeral home about it, she decides to keep him in her wardrobe. So this corpse lives in her wardrobe. And as the movie progresses, Lisa patches him up. So whoever the fuck he is. So at one point she kills someone, chops off their ear and sews it onto the corpse. She sorts his hands out. It's not just sort of hand cream and lotions and things. She actually sort of stitches him. She's quite good at needlework and stuff. She kits him out with clothing, gives him a whole brand new image, and believe it or not, she fucks him at the end as well, or vice versa, unless you know. I've had that done recently, but not. So yeah, right. So yeah, she fucks him. Now, as stated on Wikipedia, because I have been daft enough to look this up, it says the creature, because that's his name throughout the film. Think of Billy from Hocus Pocus. You know, the one who's got his mouth stitched up. It's like that, only he sort of recomposes as the film progresses. So the creature breaks into Lisa's house. Lisa realizes he is the young man whose grave she dotes on and decides to hide him in her bedroom closet. The creature is mute, missing multiple body parts and covered in debris. All attributes he is deeply ashamed of. I mean, just how is it even fucking possible this isn't Wikipedia, this is me talking now. How is it possible to fuse such shit together and build a movie out of it? How? And also, looking online, this film had it had a budget of something like 3 million. I would not have spent 3 fucking quid on this. Seriously. It was just oh my god. I'm honestly, I'm incredulous. I'm obviously not speechless, but I've just done 6 minutes. Oh my god! You see, I tell you every time when I detest a film, I go on and on about it mainly because I have to warn you lot. None of this utter stupidity and drivel even warrants like a single imaginative thought to cross your mind, let alone a crew of 42, 100 minutes screen time, and what was it, 30? Hang on a sec, did I get that? 13 million budget, right? So I'm looking on Wikipedia. 13 million. That is a hell of a lot of money for a load of crap, isn't it? Wow, 13 million budget. Right. So I literally can't bring myself to review this utter trash. I don't know who was responsible for Lisa Frankenstein, but they need to rewind time itself and just stop. So similar to Imaginary, the review that I've just done, I'm on an empty tank here. I've got no notes. A positive. Oh, yes, right, okay. Now, a positive, believe it or not, of this film is the fact that what's her name? Carla Gugino. Is that how you pronounce it? Carla Gugino. Oh my god. As Janet, Lisa's stepmother. I love Carla Gugino. Fuck's sake. Has to be something I can't pronounce, doesn't it? She's brilliant. She was in Fall of the House of Usher on Netflix, which I really, really liked. She's a brilliant character actress. Here, she needs to be extracted before the opening credits even take place. I mean, I felt so sorry for her. Genuinely. I really like her. She's in some great stuff. She's talented. Poor thing. Oh my god. So that was a positive. Now I will say, oh god. So I will say a second positive is the younger actors are actually pretty strong. So there's so you've got the stepmother. You've got what's her name? Lisa Sobrano, who plays Taffy. Lisa Sobrano, who plays Taffy, Lisa's sort of stepsister. She's excellent. There's a bit in it where she just starts crying, and it's really convincing. So there's bits of this. Do you know what? Ironically, it's as disjointed, as the corpse, with just as much sort of like patchwork going on. There's bits and pieces, so you've got talent, sort of sewn in to the shittest plot that I've ever seen in cinema. And then you've got Kathryn Newton, who is actually quite a decent performer, but she's fronting this story about the sort of Billy Hocus Pocus style corpse breaking into a house, hiding in a wardrobe. I just don't know how these. Do you ever watch a film and wonder how the fuck actors agree to be in the film? I mean, you see it in interviews, don't you? Like Melissa McCarthy will be like, "Oh my god, yeah. Well, I read the script. And I was drawn in immediately. I had to say, yeah, that kind of thing. And so they're obviously given the script before. There's a bit of pocket money in it, in the bank, I suppose. Now, the tanning bed scenario is really bizarre. And at the end, it comes in handy as well. Amazingly, I'm not going to give the end away. You'll just have to sit and endure the film. But it's kind of twisted ending, and it basically almost doesn't make sense at all. But yeah, that's the thing. Oh, I think another point that I would make would be the artistic sort of flair. You see, this film's very gothic, and I can kind of tell Kathryn Newton herself has a hand in it, because it's quite it's her all over. Most of her characters are similar, but there's bits in it where it sort of it meanders off into like black and white sort of animation. It's completely unneeded. It's unnecessary. It just makes the film. It just makes it look even more appalling. It stunts it. It pauses it, and I was just left there like, what the hell? So yeah, right. Anyway, going to end the review here. Like I say, I've improved through this one. Sorry about that, but I've got nothing, absolutely nothing to say. Oh, the 80s sort of costume and set, very convincing. That's it. Oh my god. Oh, what a patchwork of a review, eh? The irony, the sheer irony. Now, Lisa Frankenstein, just don't